Lee as we proceed our presentation. Thank you.
Hello everyone, thank you Timmy. I will present about working capital management. And to evaluate the working capital management, I use a CCC model as cash control cycle to evaluate that. To begin with the day sale outstanding, as you can see from here, 2009, 10, 11, the day sale outstanding of Apple is decreased. It means that Apple performed better than previous years. Compared with another average of the industrial and Samsung, you can see Apple can collect the cash faster than the industrial expects and faster than Samsung. It means that they are very good. And I move to day payable outstanding. As you can see in here, Apple, the day payable outstanding of Apple decreased, but a little bit decreased. However, if we compare with the industrial and Samsung, the main competitor, you can see even they decrease. However, they still perform better than the average industrial and Samsung. It means that the Apple have a better negotiation with their supplier and also better than another company. And we move to the day inventories outstanding. You can see have a big gap between Apple and the other. You can see in here, Apple just 5 days, and can you believe that the company who sell 1 billion units can sell all of their units in just 5 days? Compared with the industrial and Samsung, I think Apple do much more better than on the day. And of course, because they perform very well, so their cash conversion cycle is under 0. And I can give a conclusion that the working capital of Apple is very efficient compared with the industrial, and the main competitor is Samsung. And therefore, Apple can take the big advantage to convert their cash as the resource input in the cash flow. And therefore, they don't need to have any debt because they convert their cash very fast, and they just use their return earning for their sort of investment, sort of capital, so they don't need to buy high interest or another. And now I will move to Eva, who will present about investment.
Okay, thank you.
It was also towards the end you showed a table where Apple suddenly had net share repurchase. It purchased a lot of shares in 2010 and 2011. Why did it do that? Yeah. Why did it increase?
Full screen.
So what is your question?
Yeah, net share repurchase increased in 2010 and 2011. Why would it do that?
It's because of I will show you. And you can see in here, the stock price of Apple is quite low. The reason the stock price of Apple is low is because they have too many stock shares in the whole market. So that's the company's strategy in here. They want to increase the stock price to attract more the investor. So in here, I want to get more share come back to the country. The reason is so this means that the reason is so it's the next share repurchase increase.
So it's more like the opposite to diluted your shares in outstanding your shares in outstanding market. So if you want to increase your market share, market price, you could control the shares in outstanding market. If we assume the market share has a fix already, so we buy the shares from the market, so our share price just go increase.
That's the
Okay. All right. Okay. Again, a very good presentation and far better performance than in the previous times. I think you've performed very, very well. My only concern is, the font size of your graphs. I think they're a little bit troubling to me. But other than that, I think
Pardon?
was
not
The graphs are too small. They're too small for anybody to see. If you look at the standard set by the phase group, I mean, I think that's what actually I'll be looking for. Okay, now, a couple of questions I want to ask here. Now, asset usage. The phase group said that based on their research, that asset usage was poor. Now, your group came up to say that the asset usage was better. Who should we believe and why?
It depends on what the industrial is, who you compare with. If you compare with, like the other group, they compare with Nokia. However, our group compare with Samsung. Because Nokia still decreased and they nearly dead at the time. So we focus in the future. Samsung is become the biggest and the main competitor with our company. So we compare with Samsung, and of course, the asset ratio of Apple is much more better than Samsung. We cannot compare with the company who will be dead in next 5 years. We should be compared with the company who can be the main competitor in 5 years.
Yeah, but there are two ways. I agree with you that the basis of comparison, you're compared with Samsung. That's one way. But at the same time, but also you can look at the movement. Yes, you can look at the movement, the performance year by year. That's another way of by tracking to see how best the utilization of asset has taken place. So if you look at your, what is your asset turnover? Yeah, if you look at it year by year, so what you're looking at, 103, 1.1, see, actually it's been increasing. Yeah. And if you look at the presentation by the phase group, it was actually declining. So the question then is, who shall I believe, you or the phase group?
This is actually, they haven't mentioned, this is total asset turnover.
Yours was fixed asset.
Yes, that was fixed. They haven't mentioned it. This is total asset turnover. You haven't talked about anything about fixed asset turnover, which is actually going down from 11.15 to 1.5.
Somebody has explained part of it for you. Okay.
We also compared to Samsung.
Yeah.
We also compared to Samsung.
And you really think you can show the trend analysis just based on 2 years?
That's not 2 years.
3 years? I mean,
We actually did 3 years because in 2009, that was the first time that Samsung released the HTC phone that is in direct competition with the iPhone. And previous to that, we didn't, none of the smartphones that were in the market were in direct competition to an iPhone.
Okay.
But your company did for some slides that I saw, just 2009 to 2011, find some other slides. So there was no consistency.
Just like to get back to that, this shouldn't be a debate about comparing things against each other and trying to have arguments over that. So
Okay, all right, okay. Now the thing there is, if you look at your PB and PE ratios,